evening, I'm Kathy Gilmore, and on behalf of the Virginia Sanford Theater, I would like to welcome all of you here this evening to celebrate our friend, Fannie Flagg. As we all know, Fanny has always been so generous, and she has served as a great ambassador for the city of Birmingham all these years. And we thank her for letting the theater have a benefit this evening. This is the place where her career began, and we thank her for helping the theater. Before we meet Fanny, I have a few special guests this evening. If you read you will be reading the book, but if you've read the book, I Still Dream About You, you know that the main character is a former Miss Alabama. So we're very pleased tonight to have the current Miss Alabama, 2010 Miss Ashley Davis. And from the city of Birmingham, we're so pleased to have the representative of this district, Councilor Valerie Abbott. And our very special guest this evening, the mayor of the city of Birmingham, the Honorable William Bell. I am now pleased to welcome Mr. Jay Grease from Alabama Booksmith, who will be interviewing Fanny tonight. Please welcome Jay Grease.
Well, how many other superstars could sell out this theater on the Saturday before Thanksgiving? and who else had the pull to get Alabama and Auburn to take the night off? Before we bring out our guest of honor, I'm excited to share some awesome news. On Sunday, November 28th, a week from tomorrow, the New York Times bestseller list will feature I Still Dream About You at number 6. That's the very highest ranking on the page for any woman writer. And that's before all these copies get registered. We'll push it up even higher. I'd like to share a few insights we offered this fall at the Southern Booksellers Conference, where the Magic City's Magic Lady gave the keynote address. First of all, she is a gold medal winner in the Perseverance department. How else would you describe her 6 attempts at the Miss Alabama category? Our gal finally came through and won a scholarship to the Pittsburgh Playhouse, where she distinguished herself as the only girl in the history of the school to fail ballet. Fortunately, she got over that little bump to star in television on Broadway and in the movies. Overcoming dyslexia, this soon-to-be famous talent turned to writing. She attended the Santa Barbara Writers Conference and won first prize for a short story that eventually became her first novel, Coming Attractive. As the phrase goes, and the rest is history. She followed that with her trademark fried green tomatoes, which has truly become an icon of Southern literature. An Academy Award nomination for the screenplay came soon after. The new book, to quote Pat Conroy, and I'll quote, is a love letter to Birmingham, unquote. And when I finished reading the advance copy, I admit to having a tear or two in my eyes. Now, I know real men don't cry, but it's tough to read any of her titles moisture-free. She is the all-time world's champion at writing feel-good books. Next time any of you are in a puny mood, instead of taking 2 aspirin and a glass of water, take a glass of wine and a copy of Daisy Fay or Fried Green Tomatoes, Standing in the Rainbow, Redbird Christmas, or Can't Wait to Get to Heaven. These are real mood changers when you read them. And now, on behalf of Kathy Gilmore and the Dynamite staff here at the historic Virginia Sanford Theater, they're absolutely awesome volunteers, and you gals are special. And the Alabama Booksmith team, we all like to say, welcome to this world, baby girl, or more correctly, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Fannie Flagg.
Because this is truly the happiest night of my life. And I'll tell you why. Of course, just being home is a treat, but I wanted to tell you how much it means to me to be in this theater, on this stage, because everything I dreamed about being, thought about being, started right here in this theater. If I hadn't been in this theater, I don't know what would have happened to me, because I think Jake talked to you a little bit about the fact that I did not do very well in school. I couldn't sell, couldn't even get a job as a waitress. I was fired at Waits. But what I wanted to share with you is exactly what this building means to me and this particular stage. In 1955, I had been living in Gulf Shores, Alabama. My father, I was born in Birmingham, but we moved to Gulf Shores, Alabama. My father bought a malt shop down in Gulf Shores. He thought he was going to be a millionaire. Unfortunately, the malt shop burned down. And he didn't have the insurance he thought he had, so we came back to Birmingham. And we moved in an apartment right over here on Highland Avenue, about a block away from Caldwell Park. And I was 15. And I would walk down through the park, and I would hear music, live music. And I had never heard live music before. And what I heard was the rehearsal in the park for Love from Judy, written by a wonderful Birmingham writer, Hugh Martin, of course. And I was just intrigued and fascinated with that. And I just loved it. And I would hide behind a tree and listen. And I just thought they were the most wonderful people in the world. And then it became my birthday, and I was 15 years old. And my grandmother, who saved her money, I'm sure, and she gave me $25. And that particular day, and I'll tell you exactly what it was, if you promise not to tell anyone else, It was 1956, and it was September the 21st, because as soon as I opened my card and I saw the $25, the first thing I did was come to that door right there, and I walked into the box office, and I said, how much does it cost to get a ticket to see a real play? And the lady said, well, how much money would you like to spend? And I said, I have $25. And she said, well, you can get a season's ticket for that. I said, oh, that is so exciting. And as I was standing there with my little hand shaking, the door opened and this big, tall man and this not so tall, kind of chubby guy came out. We know that was James Hatcher. The other man was a man named Pete Halley, and he was working the lights, and oh, they were hysterical, screaming and hollering about, oh my God, somebody that was supposed to work the spotlight that night wasn't going to show up. And they just went on and on and on, and they said, what are we going to do? And I said, wait a minute.